What's going on, guys? I want to talk to you about a mower um, that is out. It's brand new for this year, 2016. It's the Snapper 360Z. Um, Reason I'm telling you about it is, a lot of people are into getting into these, you know, mid-range price, 3,000 to 3,500, you know, fabricated deck, mid-grade, well, I would say higher grade residential mowers to either start their business or to maybe get a backup mower or a second mower. But if you've watched my channel in the past, I've always talked about how the Hustler Raptor is pretty much the best buy, best bang for your buck. But let me tell you, this Snapper 360Z by far is it's pretty much taken over that spot. I'm going to tell you a couple quick features about it. For one, you get a foot operated height of cut. Okay, so I'm going to compare this mower to the Hustler Raptor. I'm going to compare it to the Toro Time Cutter, your Cub Cadet RZT with the Fab Deck. Those type of mowers. Yeah, we'll use those three. So we got four mowers we're kind of putting into it, and I've always said that Raptor for the money, best bang for your buck. So like I said, for one, you get the foot operated height of cut. It's huge, 1.5 to 4.5. You guys who have these foot operated height of cut, if you've had them, you know how great they are. So much better than the handheld ones, the hand ones that you have to use on a lot of these, you know, this price range type of mower. So, boom, that puts it ahead of these mowers that I've just mentioned already. So, right there, that's one check for this Snapper. Two, you get this cargo bed. Now, it kind of looks a little funky and, you know, weird, and it's covering up the engine, kind of, and, how you going to get your hands in there. But, I mean, just think about how awesome this would be. If you got now, you can actually get attachments to this also. So you can put your trimmer on here. Um, you know, so you can actually see where my mouse is going. You can put two trimmers across this. So instead of going back to your trailer, your say you got to go into the back of the property. Instead of, walking from there, well, I guess you could ride to it, but I'm sure you would find a way where you would find it very, very useful to put your trimmer on here, but you could put your little handheld blower in here. I'm sure you could situate it in here, but you know what I'm thinking about, because it has a 50-pound capacity, a couple bags of mulch, you want to put your topsoil, you got some fertilizer. I mean, for me, this is a pretty cool little setup here. ATV accessories with two cutouts. If I convenient removable, and this is removable, like I was saying. So if you want it, you know, leave it on. I mean, I'm sure you would not want to have this on all the time, but you have the option to have this. So say you're working with fertilizer or mulch one day, instead of carrying mulch from one, to the backyard to the trailer, like I was saying, just load a couple bags on here, 50-pound capacity. I'm sure you can get away with a little bit more, but I wouldn't go crazy. But I mean, I think this is a very useful little thing. So, give it another check. It's got, if now there's like four or five different models of this mower, but I'm gonna go with the $31.99 price. So you get a Kawasaki with it. Now I'm gonna show you the comparisons here. All right, I just gotta see. Yep, here we go. Okay, so it's gonna be a 48-inch. So the 52. So for the Hustler, you're looking at $29.99. I think for the Toro it's $31.99, and for the Cub Cadet it's $27.99. But that's a 46 for the Cub Cadet, 52 for the Hustler, and I think it's a 50 for the Time Cutter. But you're getting a Kawasaki, which none of these mowers you're going to get now. You're going to get a Kohler with the Cub Cadet. You're going to get a Kohler with the Hustler. And I think with the Toro, you get the OEM Toro brand. So you're getting a Kawasaki right off the bat. You're getting by far the fastest mower. Well, not by far. Well, by far, if you upgrade to the 25 horsepower 52-inch, I mean, you're getting 8 miles an hour, and you get the ZT 2800. So I'm not going to include this mower in this because now you're going up to $36.99, which is still a really good price. But you're getting 20-inch wheels. Like I said, it's the fastest mower. I think it's right up there with Toro. I think they say it goes 7 miles per hour. But you're getting the foot-operated foot pedal deck lift. You're getting a Kawasaki. Oh, there's my phone. Like I said, 20-inch wheels. Again, a fabricated deck, 12 gauge. Again, if you want to go up to that top model, it's going to 10 gauge. But I think where's the gas tank too? It's a 3-gallon gas tank right here. And with the Briggs, you also get the no prime, no choke. Obviously with the Cowie you do. But I think it's a great price, and it's a great mower. I think it's pretty much the best bang for your buck right now. I'm going to show you the price. $31.99 right here. So, not taking the sales off, because I think you can get the 52 right now for $27.99. So that's a $400 difference. But I'm going at a full retail price. I mean, for $200 more, I'm using the Raptor as an example. You're going to get a Kawasaki over the Kohler. You're going to get 20-inch tires instead of 18. You're going to get that foot operated deck lift. You're going to get a faster ground speed, because I think the Raptor is 6.5. But to be honest with you, I don't even think it's 6.5. I think it's a little bit slower, but I'll let you decide that. But you're getting the same, gas tank, and you're getting that little cargo thing there. So this is just for people out there who are kind of maybe just starting, or you're using walk behinds, or you maybe think about getting a zero turn, or if you have a big commercial mower and you want something like as a secondary mower, just when things get bad, or if something happens to your machine, you have a backup, or if you're going to hire a couple employees and you kind of want to get a mower for your employee to go out with, or there's millions of reasons. But I mean, I'm telling you, I think this is a great buy for $31.99, and I'm sure they're going to have a sale, snapper, and I'm sure you can get it maybe a little bit cheaper now. You also get a lifetime deck. You get a 3-year warranty, lifetime deck, 90-day commercial warranty. But you know how those things go. It's really hard to prove. Now, the one thing that you don't get with this, but you don't get it with the Raptor either, are the Time Cutter. The only one that has it is the Cub Cadet. Is you get the hour meter. You don't get an hour meter, but you can always throw one of them on cheap. So I think there's kind of like a new player in this arena here for this, higher grade, residential type mower that, a lot of people are using for commercial applications. But, they're getting the FR65 1V. It's a good engine, 21.5 horsepower. But this is just a vid. I wish they showed better pictures of this. They really don't. But you can check it out. Here's kind of a picture of, putting flowers in there and all that. And again, this comes on and off. So it's something that, when you do need to use it, you have the option. I think just having the option is a pretty cool, um, feature. Here's the attachments. All right, yeah. See, here's that what I was telling you about. You can put there's garden tools. I'm pretty sure I saw one with like a trimmer. I could be wrong, but I think it's a trimmer holder. You can put your trimmers on here, but I'm sure you can actually even put your trimmers on here. But this is for your tools and all that stuff. They're calling it an ATV UTV accessory bed. It's integrated rail system. You can get a bagger for it. But yeah, easily add a cargo bed on your 360. Comes standard on some models, 50 pounds. You get the grass mulching kit, some of the attachments for it. You get a headlight kit, mesh seat kit. That's pretty nice. And an armrest kit. So, yeah. Let me see what else. Well, I did the attachment. There's some features. Yeah, they don't really have good pictures. That's the only good thing, but you can check them out online, or it's a pretty nice looking mower. I mean, here's the foot operated deck lift. Here's your little cargo thing. If you want to use it, you put your fertilizer, your mulch, or whatever you want to do. You're doing some planting. You could throw them in there and drive to like the end of your and back of your yards instead of walking back and forth. Deck looks pretty good. 12 gauge. 12 gauge is pretty good, but 10 gauge would be better. And you can have that option, and you're getting the 20-inch tires. I don't know. It's just something definitely to consider out there. To get these Kawasaki engines in some of these mowers now is getting really hard. And for $31.99, you still got a chance to get that. Now, again, that Kohler 7000 series, I heard a lot of great things about it. Definitely not a deal breaker. I've actually talked to a mechanic this weekend who prefers the 7000 series over the Kawasaki. Now, that's something for you to decide and up to you, and it's got pretty good reviews on here. I mean, take it for what it's worth. Who knows? But anyway, like I said, this is just something for you new guys, for anybody to consider, because I don't think a lot of people know about this. It just came out that the 360Z by Snapper. Briggs & Stratton own Snapper. They own Ferris. It's a good brand, and I think they got a pretty decent product here. Maybe at GIE. I'm going to try to get my hands on one of these this year, and I'll do a couple vids on it, a more closer look. Or if people are interested in this, I can always see. I don't know if I have any Snapper dealers around here, but one day this summer, if it's raining for a couple days, and once it starts slowing down, I can take a ride and I can maybe do a quick vid for you guys if anyone's interested. But definitely something to consider. It's a good brand. You're gonna have a good engine on it. You got a couple different options, and it's a viable option. And I think price wise, it's pretty good. And if you go up to that top of the line one, yeah, $36.99. But I mean, even comparing it to the Raptor SD, I mean, you're saving. Now this is full retail. You're saving $300 over the SD. It's faster than the SD. You got that little cargo thing. It's very comparable. You're getting a Briggs engine over a Kohler. I mean, I would take a Briggs over a Kohler. So it's very similar. You're getting a 10 gauge steel deck. I don't know what the SD has. I forget. I think it's 10 also, but very similarly priced, very similar to the SD at a $300 price savings. So, but right now with the $200 off for the SD, so it's $37.99. It's $100 more. I don't know. It's close. If you like Briggs better than Kohler, that's up to you. You get the Professional Series V twin, but this is a good model here. And 8 miles an hour, it's faster than the SD, and you get that cargo thing. I don't know, very, very close, but it's up to you guys. All right, I've rambled enough on nonsense, but any questions or comments, let me know, and I will catch you on the next one.